It died on me. Ah! Okay, well that happened. Ah! Okay, sorry. I just have to let out my anger somehow. I had to let the anger out somehow, you know? When a stream crashes, it's like ah! So sorry. You know how it is. Sorry. Okay. Okay. I don't know. It just pooped itself. I don't know what happened. It just it just died for some reason. Like, I don't know why it died, but it died. No, okay, so we're back live on YouTube, or live on Kick, or live on Twitch. Okay, we're live. We're live. We're just live. Okay, but like my chat's like not connected though. Yeah, I don't know when chat will be reconnected, but whatever. Hi. Well. Yo, it was you, DBZ Cooper? You cut out my internet, bro? You cut out my internet? Anyways. Ah! Okay. As I've always said, my lord, 'tis a grand thing to give opportunities to the young. Even if the fella is a student from some little island off in the far east. Is it not the British way to ignore the dangers to yourself and give those less fortunate a fair chance? I like to think that acts of chivalry do the great British Empire proud. Actually, it wasn't my internet, because the stream on Kick and the stream on Twitch didn't die, but YouTube died on us. And I don't know why YouTube died on us, but YouTube, I don't know, there's just something wrong with YouTube. There's something wrong with me streaming onto YouTube. YouTube is unhappy. It's unhappy with me streaming. And I don't know why. Because only YouTube died. So yeah. My internet just like not able to handle streaming, perhaps? What does that mean? What does it mean that YouTube doesn't like me? Listen to Mr. McGilded, what a fine gentleman, London. Okay, whatever, it goes too fast, you know. It seems as though everyone in the public gallery is firmly behind Mr. McGilded. Aliens? Yo! No way. Yo, Cat Dragon! I'm surprised he couldn't convince anyone to defend him. You notice that YouTube also has more delay than Twitch? Man, YouTube doesn't like me for some reason. Or it is the aliens. One or the other. Eloquently put, Mr. McGilded, and most laudable sentiments. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm sure I need hardly remind you that you six... Oh, it's the jury! That's who these people sitting there are. Ah. Yes, my lord, if the task is to send rotters to the gallows where they belong, I'm more than ready. At the manor, his lordship always says we should dispose of rubbish promptly. Naturally, I agree. Ha! Any criminals here will soon be wishing they never set eyes on me. I feel a chill. Oh, Oh, don't mind me, my dears. I'll just be getting on with my knitting. Must finish these bits for my grandson. Mr. Naruhodo, these people are... The jury. Yes. That's something we don't have in Japan yet. That's right, I've only ever read about it. But here in Great Britain, the court's final verdict depends on the opinions of these 6 jurors. What? You're one of them aliens? Are you the reason why I cut out on YouTube? Are you the reason why my stream died on YouTube? The judge passes sentence according to law, but the jurors determine guilt based on common sense. So the defendant is ultimately judged from 2 completely different point of views. But how exactly do the jurors give their verdict? That I don't know, but I'm sure it will become clear as the trial progresses. Yes. Prosecutor Van Zeeks. My lord. It's been a number of years since we've seen you here in the courtroom. I thought you'd renounced your fame. I'm known as the Reaper of the Bailey, my lord. Infamy rather than fame, I would say. But yes, 5 years have passed since I last spread my wings in this capacity. So, what brings you back? Is there some change of circumstances of which the court should be aware? Yo, that's why? That's why my connection died? That's a crazy reason. That's crazy. Oh, so elegant. Look at him bow. I leave that to your imagination, my lord. So the Reaper has been out of action for 5 years. Why did he have to choose today of all days to make a comeback? Don't lose heart, Mr. Naruhodo. As you wish, sir. The court, nevertheless, welcomes your return. Now then, opening statements, I think. A summary of the case, if you please. Certainly, my lord. As your lordship is aware, this is a case... Guys, I'm sorry to say, but, like, I don't have a cool, like, stoic anime guy voice in me. Like, I just can't... I'm just not stoic enough. I'm just not cool enough. Like, I really don't get what this guy's... Like, I can't voice his vibe. Like, you know. This is a case of overwhelming simplicity. I don't know what it looks like. We must be the only ones in here who aren't aware. Look, he's just so slow and elegant and refined. It's like not even slow. It's just like he's not, you know? It's like there's no anxiety in him. He's just cool, collected. Dang, dude. Look at his movements. And he looks like a vampire. The incident took place in the late evening. 3 days passed. The hour was some minutes after 10. The victim was a maker of building bricks known in the community as Thrice-Fired Mason. Sorry? Thrice? He was a very accomplished craftsman. The bricks he fired were said to be almost indestructible. Dude, that's what I say! I am the opposite of stoic. That is so true. The victim's corpse was discovered in an omnibus in service on the streets of London at the time. A dagger that had been thrust into the victim's abdomen is believed to be the ultimate cause of death. Okay, can we go listen to, like, stoic anime guy voice? Hold on. Bro! I just gotta go Google stoic anime guy's voice. Stoic anime guy voice. Now what is a stoic cool anime guy? Stoic cool anime guy talking. Stoic cool anime guy talking? Like who is like a stoic cool anime character that you guys can think of? Like what? Sasuke? Yeah, let's just listen to Sasuke talk. Sasuke! Alright, mute that. Sasuke, over and over English dub. Sasuke Uchiha introduces himself.
My name is Sasuke Uchiha. I hate a lot of things, and I don't particularly like anything.
What's so funny?
We're all messed up, and you still want to fight?
Damn right! Whatever it takes!
Okay, let's listen to the Japanese.
いつまでも先生ずらすんじゃねえよ。俺はあんたを殺したいとうずうずしてるぜ。
Okay. You think his big brother? Oh, you're right. Itachi. Okay, how do I channel the spirit of Itachi? I can't do it. Hold on. Here is the autopsy report from the investigating medical officer at Scotland Yard. Yo! Yo! It's hard! Thank you, counsel. I shall accept that and the photograph as evidence. I just got ice cream right dubbing Naruto? No. I was like trying to think of, because the prosecutor here, the Reaper guy. The Reaper guy, you know? He's like so cool and stoic. And I'm just like, I can't channel that energy, man. I just lack coolness. It's like I don't have cool in my bones. It's like I don't have a fiber. I don't have a fiber of coolness in me, you know? I'm just not stoic. I'm not calm, cool, collected, stoic. Like, yeah, what's up? Like, you know, like when I talk, like, how do you just like give off the vibe that I'm cool? Yo! Why can't I just be like him? Anyways. And one further item of evidence. This is so embarrassing. Whatever. And these are... I don't even want to read the guy's lines anymore, man. Good lord. Is that blood council? I don't think he actually talks in the game. He might. Let me Google it. Van Zeeks. The Great Ace... Oops. The Great Ace Attorney. Van Zeek's talk voice. Do we ever see him talking? Oh wait, there are voice lines. Hold up. Where the heck do I go? Can I save? How do I save? Oh. Oh. I already saved. Ah! Thought I did save. Wait, what's Special Trial 2017? I don't even remember this. Let's just. Oh, it's Japanese.
特別法廷を開廷します。弁護側、検察側とも準備はよろし
Did
い
you hear a
ですか
silent swear word? I don't think so.
準備以前にどこですか？
Wait, this is so funny.
大審院、大日本帝国の法廷です。いわゆる明治時代の。
いわゆる明治時代？
あ、それってもしかしてご先祖様とかいるのかも。
もっと驚こうよ、迷いちゃん。
どうやら時空がねじれたようです。あまり気にしないことです。それでは検察側はいかがですかな？準備の方は。
なんというか、僕弁護士なのですけど。
今日はいろいろな都合でそちらに立っていただきます。
何やら大人の都合のほのかな香りがいたしますね。
失礼ですけど、ケンジさん、
Yo, look
あ
at
な
the
たは
quality
どな
difference.
たですか？妙に親近感があるような。
Look at them. Because
確か
he's
に
from a newer game.
僕も同
Look
じ
at
こ
the
とを考
quality
えてい
difference
ま
in
し
the
た。
characters.
なんというか、とても
The
他人とは
3D
思えない
model
とい
versus
う
the
か。
2D model.
それではせっかくなのでお互い自己紹介を願いましょうか。
僕は弁護士のなるほどゆうのすけであります。
なるほど。お兄様では？何しろギザギザが多いですから。
生き別れの兄にはあいにく覚えがありません。聞いたことがあるぞ。僕の先祖に龍之介という名前の弁護士がいるって。
じゃあおじいさんは
僕のご先祖様？
This is so funny.
今さりげなくおじいさん呼ばわりでございましたね。
なんだか妙に老け込んだ気分です。
This is the first time I've ever seen this.
やっぱりそういうことだったんだ。お隣のあなたは私のご先祖様なんですね。おしとやかで凛としててまさに理想のご先祖様。子孫の綾里迷いです。私は法務助手の御言葉すさとでございますが。
完全に赤の他人だったね。
Dang, Maya.
なんだろう、この強烈ながっかり感。なんだか申し訳ございません。せっかくですからこの際綾里家の先祖になってください。綾里すさと、確かに語呂は良いかと存じますが。
人類史上かつてない不条理なお願いをされましたね、すさとさん。
語呂はいいのにな、綾里すさと。
本日は逆転裁判15周年の1年間を振り返るものとします。
15周年ですか？
ええ、2001年初代逆転裁判が誕生。それを記念してこの1年いろいろやってきましたね。
そうそう、今年の1月にはでっかいイベントをやったり、15周年特別法廷 あれは楽しかったよね。
ああ、15年という時の重さをみんなと噛み締めたってね。
一言よろしいでしょうか。
何ですか？
時の重さを噛み締める記念であるのならば、まずなるほど様の生誕100年以上こそ祝うべきではございませんか。
100年以上！
やめましょう、佐藤さん。時が重すぎて床が抜けます。
いやはや、まさに人生の先輩。
Slime never ages.
ありがたやありがたや。
拝まれてしまいましたね。
気軽に明治を振り回すのは
I
控え
think the
た方が
weird
良さ
animals
そう
are
です。
supposed to be us.
それに
We're
去年
playing
は
The Great East
舞台
Mediterranean,
にやったり、ついにテレビアニメにもなったりね。いやー、私たちも毎週お楽しみだったよね。
待った！テレビ？
TV?
アニメ？
Anime?
一体何のことか。
一から説明してもらおうじゃありませんか。100年の壁は分厚いみたいだな、やっぱり。
ああ、あと今年はあれもありましたね。オーケストラコンサート。なんと9年ぶりだったそうです。
9年分の感動があったよね。私泣いちゃったもん。
待った！
オーケストラ？
コン
Bro,
サ
they're
ー
so
ト？
lost.
ああ、交響楽団の演奏会ですか。
Oh,
それなら先祖でもわかりますね。
okay,
ベ
at
ー
least
ト
we
ーベ
got
ン様、
that.
モーツァルト様、バッハ様。ああ、素敵でございます。
全く読めないけど納得してくれたみたいだ。
この頃の何でも漢字で書いちまえって風潮、何だったんだろうね。
確かにね。シェイクスピアがサオーだっけ？
じゃあなるほどくんはさしずめなるおだね。
沖縄はやめようか。こっちも老け込んだ気分になるよ。
そしてつい先日8月3日のことでしたね。大日本帝国国民待望の大逆転裁判
Don't worry, guys.
2、ついに
We got
発
that.
売。
ありがとうございます。
いやー、僕たちもしっかり遊ばせてもらいましたよ。
私だってすっかり感動しちゃったもん。
ああ、そうだね。何しろ
No spoilers.
全ての謎が今解き明かされましたからね。あれ？どうかしましたか？
その一言がこの数年強烈な重圧だったもので。
ご先祖様の方に
I
も
wish they voice acted
いろ
the
いろあっ
game.
たのでございます。
Like, you know, I really wish they voice acted the game.
ご先祖から始まったわけです。いやはや、ありがたやありがたや。
意義あり。お言葉ですが、裁判長のただいまの発言は完全に矛盾しています。
なんですと？どういうことですか？
実はさっきからずっと気になっていたんですけど、ご先祖様ある種やけに滑らかに動いてますよね。
He's got upgraded graphics.
あれ、そうかな。
ほら、それです。
確かになるほどくん、机を叩くのにパカパカと絵が2コマしかないよ。
ちなみに意義ありはどんな感じですか？
意義あり。
意義あり。意義あり。
Is it 意義あり？
さすがにそれは嘘でしょう。
とにかくこのパカパカっぷり、僕としてはこっちこそが先祖であり元祖の気分です。
反論できない。
つまりお互いが先祖であり、
I love the 2D.
そして元祖であると、それは時空がねじれるのも無理はございませんね。
それではそろそろ閉廷の時間です。
Wait, one more
それ
time.
で
2D 意義
僕たちどうやって帰ればいいのですか？21世紀に。
市の街をブラブラして時間を潰すというのはいかがでしょう。
大帝都東京は華やかですから、100年なんてあっという間ですよ。
どうやら何としてもあの一言を僕に言わせる流れみたいですね。
おお、先祖と元祖、夢の共演だね。それでは逆転裁判のさらなる発展を祈って皆様もご一緒に。せーの。
マルちゃん、ごめんね。時代は回る。きっとそういうことですね。
Oh,
それではまたどこかでお会いいたしましょう。
One more time. Oh, that's lit. That's lit. That's lit. I never watched that. I'm so glad we saw that. Ah. Idiotic. Oh. Oh. Aha! Yeah!
Objection! The quintessential look.
Oh, that's what he sounds like.
Sacrificial lamb.
Oh!
The quintessential look.
The quintessential look
Sacrificial
of a
lamb.
sacrificial lamb. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb. No, that's not what he sounds like at all.
Lord
I can't do
Strongheart
it.
has told me all about you. That you're a student who arrived in London but 2 days ago. A mere amateur.
A mere amateur. Hey, what are you talking about? I've finished so many games. Just like, not recently though. Okay, listen. I finished the other Ace Attorney game on this channel. I finished what's that little nightmare thing? That like little guy who wears, or girl who wears the yellow rain little nightmare? That's the game, right? I finished some games. I finished chapter 1 and 2 of the Great Ace Attorney.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage! The prosecution refuses to accept this decision.
The prosecution refuses to. Okay, I can't do it. But anyways,
The
you know.
Nipponese are a truly fascinating breed. This has gone on long enough now. This flagrant ignorance of the mechanics of law. Sherlock Holmes, you say? Yes, I've heard the name. The protagonist in a series of short...
Sherlock Holmes, you say? Sherlock Holmes, you say? Okay. He's like stoic and evil. Sherlock Holmes, you say? A little bit arrogant. Like this kind of vibe. Okay. Alright. Now we know what he kind of sounds like. So in 1 year, I finished 2 games? Probably. Yes, my lord. Seized by policemen who arrived at the scene. These gore-soaked gloves were taken from the hands of the accused when he was arrested. What? Mr. McGilde's gloves had blood on them? Dude, I can't voice them. It's too hard. I literally don't want to read the prosecutor's lines. Yes, I will accept these as evidence as well. The defendant's leather gloves have been entered into the court record. How did I get into this? I'm backed into a corner before I've even started. Continuing. According to the driver of the omnibus, there were only 2 passengers traveling in the vehicle at the time. Only 2? Obviously, one of those passengers was the deceased brickmaker, Mr. Mason. Identical. Thanks, man. The other was the accused, Magnus McGilded. Well, rather damning circumstances to say the least. Defendant, what say you? Hold on. Well, of course, I have no recollection of such a thing. Mr. McGill did. To be sure, I rode the omnibus that evening. But whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness, and I always succumb to it. Are you claiming to have been asleep? 'Tis the motion of the carriage, my lord. Lilton, so it is, and when I opened my eyes again, 'twas a desperate sight before me. The body of a man I'd never laid eyes on before in me life. Now I ask yous, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. So the blood got onto the gloves then, after the man had been killed. Unfortunately, that statement of the driver's is only the beginning. What? That's not all of it? There were multiple witnesses to the precise moment at which the brickmaker was fatally stabbed. I forgot what his voice even sounded like. I can't do it, guys. I forgot. I already forgot the vibe. After just like one moment, I forgot the vibe. I forgot his vibe. I forgot it. I don't know what it's like anymore. Order! 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 When the killing took place, only the victim and the accused were inside the carriage. And there were witnesses to the crime. This is not just a case of compelling evidence. It's the nail in the coffin for the accused. Yeah, you're right. I definitely voiced Snake in Metal Gear Solid. I was definitely Bowser. Thank you, counsel. The circumstances of the crime have been made quite clear. I think we will hear testimonies from these witnesses first of all. Your wish is my command. Bailiff, bring the witnesses in at once. Witnesses, state your name and occupation. Yo, Super. Oh my gosh, this guy's so cold. My name is, well, everyone calls me Beppo. I drive an omnibus in the East End. What does a cold person sound like, guys? I'm shivering. Just imagine we're shivering. I drive an omnibus in the East End. Bruce Fairplay. I'm a banker in the city. My name's First, Lady First. Sorry, that's so funny. Lady First. Good pun. I make hats for dance. Lady First. Let's begin by confirming the facts. 3 days ago, at a short time after 10 o'clock in the evening, all of you present in the stand were in an omnibus and witness to the aforementioned incident. Is that correct? Yes, sir. Quite right. Oh my gosh, don't even mention it. No. Not unless. Yes, sir. That's right, sir. Very well then, let's proceed to your formal testimonies, please. Each of you will tell the court precisely what you saw. Alright. what the witnesses saw. It was the last bus of the evening, so I had a few customers. I remember it well. The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. Then out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged a knife right into his guts. Oh, that's right! He stabbed him! I screamed, I did! Couldn't help it! As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped my bus! And then I saw it too! Unambiguous testimony, I must say. Exactly, my lord. These men were witnessed. Whatever. Whatever you said. I'd like to ask a question, if I may. Yes, counsel? Well, this testimony makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Why not? Well, the incident took place inside a moving carriage, didn't it? As has been clearly stated from the outset, yes. Well, in that case, how could those two witnesses possibly have seen what happened? There's no way they could have seen the inside of the moving carriage. How quaint. I'd read that civilization, the Eastern Island nations, was a good century behind our own. But you're here in London yourself. Are you really so ignorant about our omnibuses? Huh? Tell me, my Nipponese friend, have you even traveled in an omnibus? Well, no. We, only arrived in London this morning. No matter. I've arranged for us all to see ourselves. The actual scene of the crime, that is. Yo, dude, sir? Also, am I supposed to, like... I'm supposed to have an accent, aren't I? Technically. But, like, I don't know. I can't do a British accent. A carriage is designed to be moved after all. Presumably you understand that much. Yes? The omnibus in which this bloody crime took place is here today in this very building. Here? What? We're chilling. I mean, my stream died earlier today. I don't know why. Apparently it was because of the aliens. Bailiff! Bring forth the stricken omnibus! Oh my gosh. They were able to, like, bring that in? You know what? That is a good point. I haven't drank water yet. So that's an omnibus. The omnibus. I can't believe they could bring something so enormous in here. Great Britain's courtrooms are amazing. As you can see, the omnibus is pulled by 2 horses and can carry up to 8 passengers. Okay, I give up on voicing the guy. I'm not gonna lie. It's so bad. I can't be stoic. Why is it so hard? Hold on. Let me think about what does a cool anime guy sound like again. Okay. What are these two fighting about? So basically, we just arrived at London and we're trying to prove that we can be a lawyer. And it just so happens that there's a court trial happening, but the defendant doesn't have a lawyer. So we're basically the guy's only hope, even though we're not actually a lawyer. But if we can prove that this guy is innocent, then we can be a lawyer. Anyways, this guy is the prosecutor, and he's saying the defendant is guilty, and I'm the defendant's lawyer, so I gotta be like, he ain't guilty. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. That's it. Anyways, anime guy, channel 4th. 4 passengers seated inside. Okay, yeah. Anyways, whatever. We'll keep trying. 4 passengers seated inside in the enclosed cabin, and another 4 on the rooftop deck above. Every Londoner knows that the best views of the city's architecture and sights are to be had from the top of an omnibus. And I should point out to our foreign guests that there is a skylight in the roof, allowing a view of the interior from the seats above. Ah, a skylight. Oh! The penny drops at last, I see. These 2 gentlemen were occupying the rooftop seats of this omnibus when the murder took place. That is how they came to witness the grim incident. Through the skylight. Ah, that makes perfect sense. Well, counsel, this is a first. In all my years behind the bench, I've never experienced a crime scene itself being brought into the courtroom. There are a number of important clues remaining inside the carriage, my lord. I would like to submit the omnibus itself as evidence. That is the prosecution's wish. Very well. I see no reason why not. This is huge. Because I played this game, you announced me a licensed lawyer? Oh my gosh! Wait, that's so cool! I'm a licensed lawyer now? I can't believe it! The entire crime scene entered as evidence? Yes! Great Britain is simply extraordinary. I could help myself a lot by giving that omnibus a thorough examination, seeing as it's here. Let us continue with proceedings then. Your cross-examination, counsel. Pray don't expect this Nipponese strait to understand the intricacies of a British courts. Wait. Pray don't wait. How do British people use pray? I don't even know how they like use in a sentence. Pray don't expect this Nipponese stray to understand the intricacies of a British court's cross-examination rights. Alright, my first cross-examination in a British court. Focus, Ryunosuke! Focus! It was the last bus of the evening, so I had a few customers. I remember it well. Press left button.
Hold it!
Hold it! Yes, I think it was sometime after 10, wasn't it? Oh, yes, sir. That's right, sir. Yes, ever so cold it was, sir. Freezing, in fact. And you had 4 passengers on board at the time, is that correct? Yes, that's right, sir. Not all traveling the same parts of the bus, of course, though. No. And there were no other passengers when the incident took place? No one alighted, for example? You're quite right with that, sir. No other passengers like that. No, none. So nobody fled the scene of the crime then? I have to say... Wait, sorry. I have to say, the boss insists on it running. He does, every evening, that last bus of the day. But I do wonder sometimes if it's altogether worthwhile. Yes, sorry to say. What do you mean by that? Well, with it being so cold and everything, and only making 20 pence on the run, you see. Yes, I spend that much at the pub on the way home, just trying to warm up again. Yo, poor guy.
Hold it!
Hold it. And you saw them through the skylight in the roof of the carriage? That's right. When you sit up on the top deck, the window's right there at your feet. There was a lamp on inside, so I had a pretty good view. Oh. Huh. The two of them were wearing hats, and I couldn't exactly make out their faces. But there's not a shred of doubt in my mind that it was Mr. McGilded. How can you be so sure? Well, how can I put it politely? Mr. McGilded is a gentleman of rather small stature. I couldn't have mistaken him for anyone else. Let's not forget that when the vehicle came to a halt, the only people inside the enclosed cabin were the deceased Mr. Mason and Mr. McGilded. There is no room for doubt here. Ugh, I really wish there was. Then out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged a knife. Wait, why am I reading this? I'm cross-examining. I already read that. You actually saw the exact moment it happened? Didn't I already testify to that? Or are fair, dinkum, hard-working city bankers not considered trustworthy these days? Oh, no. No, I didn't mean that. This is no good. I've really got his back up. Perhaps you could just tell us what you saw in a little more detail if that's... My lord! Juror number 3, what is the meaning of this? My mind is made up, my lord. Completely and utterly made up. Made up about what? I don't like the stinking rich. Never have. They're always up to something, or other that they shouldn't be. Every one of them. Ooh. What the? Fire! And that little leprechaun of a man is no exception. Well, he can't fool me. Oh. 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 There's no point in wasting time listening to any more of this. That's my opinion on the matter anyway. That is precisely what I was about to say. As the foreman of the jury, it's my duty to set a good example to my fellow jurors. Oh, shoot. This is no good. No good. No good for me at all. What the? What is happening here? Let me see. Ah, yes. It seems that's how the members of the jury give their verdicts. With fire? Apparently, yes. White for innocent and black for guilty. As the 6 members of the jury make up their minds about the case, one by one, they each cast a ball of fire into the great scales of justice as we saw a moment ago. So if those enormous scales fall completely to the black side... Oh, sorry. It's not her reading. I mean, it's not her talking. What? What? Are you serious? No, Super. No. No. Let's do our best to make sure that doesn't happen. Now I'm even more worried than I was before. Very well. The court acknowledges the change in the jury's stance. Counsel for defense, please continue with your cross-examination. This is a nightmare.
Hold it!
You know what, if I were to really do a British accent, what do British people sound like? Yes, that's right, sir. I was up on the roof seats. I remember seeing the little wait. A British guy. What does a British guy even sound like? I remember. I don't even know what a British guy sounds like. The heck? Little gent sitting next to the fellow that was stabbed. I'd been thinking about a new hat design, you see? So I was just gazing absent-mindedly around. Is that what a British person? But then I happened to look down through the skylight. Is that what a British accent sounds like? It was sticking right out from his belly. That huge great knife. I gotta go watch it. I'm gonna watch a video about British accents. British accent. Hello. Keep watching. Do you want... Wait, what?
When you speak English, keep watching. Hello. Do you want to sound a little bit like me? How to fix them? Now, the first problem I encounter a lot is this guy, the glottal T.
The glottal T.
Or the glottal yourself, listen back and see if you are doing too many glottal stops. Okay, on to the next tip. Many experts believe that the best way to master an accent is through stop. Don't overuse it,
right.
and don't use it where it's not supposed to be there. So try recording yourself. Many experts believe that the best way to master an accent is through imitation. Like dialect coach Sammy Grant.
Okay, well. Oh, wait. Hold on. My dog wants out of my room again. Alrighty, I've let my dog out of my room. Let's get back to it. The jury looks like they're even more convinced my client did it than they were before. That appears to have made everyone even more dubious that Mr. McGilded is telling the truth. If only we had some evidence to counter their suspicions. Mr. First? Oh, yes, sir. Is this the knife you saw? Oh, good grief! Yes, that's it. The very one, sir. Everyone, sir? Sir? Oh, yeah. I feel like that's how, like, when I watch British shows, when they don't say sir, they say sir. I think, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Could you repeat that, sir? Okay, let's not talk about it. I can't do it, guys. I'm sorry. Don't judge me, please. I'm not a professional. Yes, Counsel. This is the blade that was driven into the victim's belly like a stake through the heart. Through the heart. That is a blade of considerable size, Counsel. It is, and furthermore, the scabbard is emblazoned prominently with a certain initial. The letter M, which seems oddly familiar. Ah, please, no! M for Magnus, perhaps? Or McGilded, possibly? Take your pick. No! No! Don't ask the question! Oh my gosh, the rap! We're gonna forget about it for several months. It seems this particular big name in London made a magnificent mistake.
Objection!
Wow, that was such a wimpy slap on the desk. Such a wimpy bang, you know? Like, you want like bang on the desk. But that was like just like pop. It was so wimpy. Like yes, like in Mason.
Objection!
Objection. This blade is far too extravagant for a poor brickmaker to have owned. No, this weapon of murder almost certainly belongs to the accused. Not conclusive, but certainly compelling, Counsel. The murder weapon has been entered into the court record. My lord, if you'll forgive the interruption. Juror number 2, go on. Mr. McGilded is a pillar of society and a gentleman. And a gentleman's word should be... I don't know this word. It's too big for me. What is this? Sacrosanct. Sacrosanct? 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 Sacrosanct. However, those of us in service know we must accept hard truths. Wait, what are you about to do? Dispose of the rubbish. Oh my gosh. It's over. That's 3. No! I don't wish to cause offense, but I do like to eradicate all traces of filth and grime. I have painstakingly typed every word uttered here today and cross-referenced all the facts. As such, I am now in a position to draw the only logical conclusion. Oh, no. Did I really lose? Not again. That's 4 out of 6 jury members who've proposed a guilty verdict. There are only 2 left. My name is Yoshikage Kira. Oh my gosh, the copy pasta. It's coming back to me. Every time I press these witnesses for more information and just make the situation worse. Nevertheless, what we need more than anything at the moment is more information. We're still very much in the dark. I suppose I'll just have to keep pressing the witnesses, knowing that more sparks may well fly. We mustn't give up hope that we'll uncover something that will give us a way to fight back. But... alright, I'll keep trying. I can't give up. I just need to keep calm and listen to the witnesses' statements again. Alright. And then I saw it too. Alright, right. Well, everybody. First of all, I should look at present. I should look at my, Is the only way to look at present? Okay, hold on. Hold up, hold up, hold up.
Objection!
I misclicked. Okay, whatever. Okay. It's fine. Okay, what is this? A little... He lost the button. Ew, gloves, okay. Yes, it's definitely blood. Is Mr. McGilded right-handed? He is. But I thought Mr. McGilded... Oh. Yeah, actually, if the guy was sitting across from him... I thought... But wait, what? Was he sitting across or beside him? I mean, what if that's a W and not an N? Did anyone ever think about that? Huh? Well, I screwed up. Okay, well, let's not talk about this. This was my mistake. It was a mistake! It was a mistake, bro! Don't be so harsh! I didn't mean to click that! We're sat next to each other. Just reached over, okay? That's right, he stabbed him. I screamed, I did, I couldn't help it. As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped my bus and then I saw it too. He stabbed him. Right into his guts. A single stab wound. Wait, how is he? Wait, I don't understand. How is he able to see? If they were sitting here, how is he able to like look at the guy? How is he able to look at the guy as if the guy was sitting? What? Wait, this doesn't. Wait, this doesn't make sense.
Hold it!
Yeah, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make any sense, bro. Yeah. How are you able... If you're sitting that way, but then he's sitting behind. What? He's short, he says. Oh, I can look around. Oh. Uh-huh. That's right. He stabbed him. I screamed, I did. Couldn't help him.
Hold it!
The little gent sitting next to the fellow that was stabbed. I'm stuck. Blah blah blah. I don't understand though. But like I don't understand how it works. The angle doesn't make sense.
Excuse me.
I don't know, I'm like... I'm grasping straws. What did you see, sir? What? Collapsed on the floor? Huh? He had the knife in his hand? Wait, what? After you heard the scream? Wait, I don't understand. Oh shoot, it's getting worse, guys. I think I failed the game. Oh! Yo, Zen. What is your question? Oh my gosh, I'm losing. Also, I lost the health. I lost a life because I accidentally misclicked. Oh my gosh, five have said die. What's it like not having feet? How do I walk? Key is I don't walk. I hop or roll or slide. Madam Juror number 6. Yes, dear, what can I do for you? You have heard the testimonies of the witnesses and stand. Oh yes, I certainly have. Still got my hearing, you know. Then pray tell, why are you yet to pronounce your leaning? Well, dear, the thing is, I'm a creature of habit, me. I always go to the park at around this time of day and sit on a nice bench and get on with my knitting. There's a lovely little park just near where I live. McGilded Park, it's called. The gentleman donated it to the city, you know, to put a smile on Londoners' faces, he said. I can't imagine such a fine young gentleman would have it in him to take another man's life. How many Londoners live with their heads in the clouds? Do you people not know what kind of a man Magnus McGilded really is? What kind of a man is he? The philanthropist Magnus McGilded has enough wealth to purchase the entire city he claims to value so highly. But where did all that wealth come from? Your client is a Shylock, sir, and one with the very darkest of souls. What? Wait, what is a Shylock? Stone the crows. McGilded lends money at extortionate rates of interest, so his victims have no hope of repaying him. When they default, he takes possession of everything they own. He's a vulture that preys on the weak. I've never heard any mention of that before. Your faculties haven't deserted you, I'm sure, madam. So has this thought not crossed your mind? Would a man wealthy enough to buy London in its entirety not have a carriage of his own? Oh. What possible reason could this man have had to make use of a public omnibus service? You're not saying that. The victim, a poor brickmaker, had next to nothing to his name, save considerable financial liability. It'll come as no surprise that his creditor was the accused Magnus McGilded. But let it also be known that the very day Mr. Mason was killed was the final repayment date for his debt. Good gracious. Oh. A Shylock is a loan shark. Oh. I'm gonna take a moment to stop reading. Hold it! Oh my gosh, wine? His hollowed chalice. Huh? Whoa, 20 gold coins. That's how much he owed? Oh, no way, really? I didn't know that. So you can't, so being a loan shark is a really bad thing, huh? It's over. over, guys. It's over. That was it. The last juror's decision. According to this encyclopedia of British law, when all members of the jury have concluded that the defendant is guilty, court proceedings are suspended, and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. That's what it says here. The final verdict. It's over then. There's a footnote, though. A footnote? However... Oh! Sorry, I stopped reading because I'm eating now. I'm eating soup. My mom made soup. What did it say next? So is there a loophole? Chicken or dumpling? Neither. I don't really know what she made. She just veggie soup with a bunch of like greens. What is this summation examination? Okay, let's just use our mouse.
Objection!
It's out of date? You know what? Maybe they didn't update it. Maybe it hasn't been updated. Stuff like that happens all the time. Oh, look at my armband. They also made like salmon. Which I'm also eating. Like, I don't know. What do you call it? Cured salmon? But she cooked it. done eating. Well, almost done. Well, if it's my only option, I just gotta do it, bro. Assert my right. The defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination, my lord.
Objection!
London is the capital city of the most powerful nation on earth. We have a duty to the world to exemplify the very highest standards of a judicial procedure. Summation examinations are an embarrassment that should remain buried.
Objection!
But if it's our right, it's our right. I believe it could prove vital in this trial. The defense's petition is perfectly valid. The court will proceed with the summation examination. This is madness. Foreman, are you and the remainder of the jury ready? Huh? Well, I'm not, there was no mention of this in the letter I received, you see, so... All members of the jury will be asked to explain on what grounds they have reached their decision. On what grounds? You must all justify your decision and explain why you believe the defendant to be guilty. Well, my lord, you're rather putting us on the spot. This is most irregular. No mention was made of this before. I don't really hold with all this justifying lark. That seems to have thrown the jurors off. It seems none of them have experienced this before. Alright then, the summation examination. A defense procedure no practicing lawyer has attempted for years, is it? Well, just maybe. It might be the opportunity we've been looking for. To turn this trial around. So be it then. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court hereby calls upon you to state the grounds on which you find the defendant, Magnus McGilded, guilty of this most serious crime. Judicial findings. The jurors' contentions. There was no one else inside the carriage at the time, so it has to have been him. I trust the driver. He has an excellent memory, it seems. 4 passengers with fares totaling 20 pence. He stuck the chap next to him just like this. Brazen, I must say. Absolutely brazen. I have simply typed and collated all the statements made thus far and drawn the logical conclusion. You can trust the guild. Fair fares is our motto. We haven't raised prices above 4 pence for years. The scoundrel stabbing that poor man on the floor! It beggars belief! Okay, this is what I don't understand. He's not on the floor, though. I'm starting to wish I hadn't pushed for this now. Some of the jurors don't seem to have wonderfully formed arguments, though, do they? Well, let's see what we can do. We need to get these 6 people to change their minds. I'll have to throw everything I can at them and use some very persuasive language. Just a moment, Mr. Naruhodo. According to my book, that's not quite how it works. Oh? I thought I was going to have to thaw their icy minds with some... blah, 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 blah. Unfortunately, once the jurors have decided the defendant is guilty, they're unlikely to heed anything the defense says. But then, they've reached their conclusions by their own reasoning, you see. Your pleas will sound like excuses. In fact, it could recoil on you. The more you try to persuade them, the more entrenched they may become. Then, what on earth am I supposed to do? Oh dear, I'm just citing what I've read about British law, Mr. Naruhodo. Right, I'm sorry. Do you have any idea on how to make this work then? Well, from what I can understand, the key to this procedure is using the jurors' own words to make your arguments. What do you mean? Well, the 6 members of the jury are randomly selected members of the public. They may appear to present a united front, but the truth is, they are complete strangers who just happen to find themselves here in the courtroom all together. Who just happen to find themselves here in the courtroom together. And that's the way to break them down, you mean? Yes, exactly. We must listen very carefully to what each member of the jury says, and see if we can identify any contradictory statements. If we can, we then contrast the statements and pit the corresponding jurors against each other. I see, so it's contradictions in what two or more jurors say that we're looking for. In a way, then, this is similarly to a regular cross-examination. This is similar to... Oh my gosh, I can't read anymore, guys. What the heck? Oh yes, I suppose you're right. Find contradictions in their statements and pit the jurors against one another to break them down. Alright, I might be able to pull this off. No, that's not right. I have to pull this off. Can we start proceedings, counsel? I would ask you to take the stand for this. I'm expecting a clear and concise rebuttal. Yes, my lord. Oh my gosh. Look at me. The defense's rebuttal. There was no one else inside the carriage at the time, so it has to have been him. I trust the driver. He has an excellent memory, it seems. 4 passengers with fares totaling 20 pence. He stepped the chap next to him just like this. Brazen, I must say. I have simply typed and collated and drawn the logical conclusion.
Hold it!
What have you been doing all this time? Oh. I should have thought it was obvious. I am recording everything that takes place as part of these proceedings. And what have you learned from that? For example, at this moment in time, the judge has used his gavel 11 times in total. The prosecution has snorted derisively at your remarks 7 times in total. And I might add, each time you have gawped like a simpleton. Thank you. And what's the point exactly? So anyway, madam, are you able to explain why you think the defendant is guilty? That is a conclusion I have drawn as a result of the copious notes I have typed. Clearly, but I'm asking you to explain why you've drawn that conclusion. Please don't distract me. It makes it extremely hard to concentrate on my note-keeping. This is going nowhere. £4?
Objection!
Those two statements clearly contradict each other. They do? Explain yourself, counsel. Me? Oh dear, what have I said? I swear on Silver Blaze's name and name, I haven't the first idea what you're talking about. According to the group testimony we've heard so far, there were 4 passengers on the omnibus on the night in question. And according to the coachman, Mr. Beppo, he took 20 pence in fares. Quite right, I have those precise details typed neatly here in front of me. And juror number 5 also told us the following. The fare for the omnibus is always 4 pence. That it is a fair and convenient single price, just the way London's carriages should be operated. But that doesn't add up at all. In fact, it leaves a glaring discrepancy in the facts. Why, man, why? 4 passengers paying 4 pence each, if you do the multiplication, it would be 16 pence. Exactly. As I said, it doesn't add up. The figures are different. By 4 pences, in fact. Or precisely 1 person's fare. 1 person's fare? Yes, in other words, on the omnibus that night, it's distinctly possible there was another passenger we've heard nothing about. Good gracious. This can't be right. The coachmen of the guild are good, honest men. One and all, trustworthiness is our watchword. The figures your coachman claims most certainly do not add up. Your watchword, good sir, is a fallacy. I beg your pardon? Mr. Guildmaster, I think you ought to consider that if this trial were to end now, the news will surely spread all over London. The news that one of your coachmen tried to hide the fact that he lets nefarious characters ride his omnibus. Alright then, how do I make it so this miserable trial doesn't end, Well, according to my book here, you simply launch a ball of fire onto the innocent side of the set of scales. Now hold your horses there, coachman. We were all in agreement. Why do you have to go in? Wait till I get my hands on you, Beppo. Ooh, even the color of the chair changes. This is all very irritating. Begging your pardon, sir, I'm going to do the same. For the love of Mike, not you as well. A penny can be the difference between a smile and a tear after all. I certainly can't put my trust in someone who doesn't follow my exacting standards in financial matters. Oh, really? I, for one, think it's only proper that we hear from the witnesses again. Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo, you did it! If we can manage to change 2 more jurors' minds, we can force the trial to continue. 2 more. Actually, there is something else that's bothering me about a couple of their assertions. Then that's where you must strike next. Yeah, can I open this? Yes, we must. Oh, thank goodness we opened it. Bro, how am I supposed to read any of this? This cannot be read. Bunch of gentleman names, blah 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 blah. Bruce Fairplay. Oh, the witness. So perhaps he lied. Yes, they do weigh heavy on the side of guilty. Alrighty. What the slipshod bookkeeper has to say for himself. Wow, what a funny slipshod. That poor man on the floor. Here we go. Pit.
Objection!
These two statements are completely contradictory. What? coming, counsel, post haste. Oh, dearie me, I was only knitting a jumper for my other half. What is all this claptrap? What does contradictory even mean, I ask you? We've heard from more than one witness that they all allegedly saw the actual moment when the defendant stabbed the victim. Now, out of curiosity, juror number 3. What? Can't you see that I'm busy here? How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim? What sort of motion was it? Ah, want to test me, do you? It was like this, stuck the fellow next to him without even getting up, just like the prim banker said. Yes, that was Mr. Fairplay's testimony, quite true. Now then, juror number 6. Oh, is that me, is it? What can I do for you, young man? How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim, madam? Oh, well, dear, as far as I understand it, it was like this. He stabbed the poor man after he collapsed on the floor. The coachman said so. Now don't move. Take a look at these 2 jurors. He stuck the fellow next to him without even getting up. And he stabbed the poor man after he collapsed on the floor. Well, I never. They're stabbing in totally different directions. What? Bless my stitches, what a muddle. What this tells us is that there's a strong possibility one of the witnesses isn't telling the truth. Oh, but why? Why the dickens would they lie? I don't know that yet, but what I do know is that if the trial ends at this point, we may never find out. We may never know the real truth. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, can you really let that happen in all good conscience? Lies, you say? Oh, dearie me. I can't abide people telling lies. The scales! I don't believe it! Wait! Now hear this, my fellow jurors. I warn you, you cannot listen to this man. Look at him in his black suit. He's clearly some devious Eastern sorcerer using magic on us all. If I could use magic, do you really think I'd be putting myself through all this? Just answer me this, dark jinx. Huh? Me? What exactly is the problem? What of it if 2 witnesses have slightly different recollection of events? What of it? Let's say the Shylock did stab the victim as he was sat next to him on the omnibus. And this young dandy saw him do it. And now let's say the victim collapsed on the floor and then the Shylock stabbed him again. And this old lady saw him do it. Well, what's to say it didn't happen like that, Who are you calling a dandy, sir? Why I should take this knife to you? Who are you calling old? Why I should take this needle to you? Ah, they're ready to kill each other now. But could the foreman of the jury be right? Did the 2 witnesses see 2 different moments of the same crime? It's out of question. Unfortunately, Mr. Foreman. Oops. What is it, you dark jinx? Come on, out with it. What you're suggesting is impossible. It's out of the question. What are you talking about, man? How can you possibly say that? You do realize that I'm only doing my job. As foreman of the jury, I have a responsibility to steer everyone in the right direction. So where's your evidence, man? That's what we want to see. I say the 2 witnesses saw 2 different moments of the same crime. If you say that's out of the question, show me proof. It looks like the only way I'm going to convince him is to present him with something he can't dismiss. Oh my gosh, I'm stuttering. I'll give you the proof. It's out of the question that the 2 witnesses saw 2 different moments of the same crime, as proven by He's dead. This is the victim's autopsy report. According to what's written here, Mr. Mason was stabbed in the abdomen only once. Only once? It's quite simple. The victim was stabbed precisely one time. Which means these witnesses can't possibly have seen it happen 2 different times. Ah! Alright, I concede defeat. Wait! That means 4 jurors are now leaning to not guilty. We've done it, Mr. Naruhodo. We've won! What are you playing at, you dandy fool? Shut your trap, sir. No one deceives me. But we had a consensus. I said shut your trap. I know a liar when I see one. And if the chap ever dares to cross the threshold of my shop, I'll take this razor-sharp blade and shave every last hair off his head. Ew, why is he licking it? Well, in a quite remarkable turn of events, the defense's summation examination has flipped the balance of the scales of justice. The jurors now stand at 2 for guilty and 4 for not guilty. Accordingly, there is no longer a large enough majority among the jury for me to adjudicate, and the trial must continue. Lit. I've done it. I hereby ask the defense, prosecution, and witnesses to return to their place. And I call upon all of you to continue to pursue the truth. So, Lord Van Zeeks, continue to substantiate the case for the prosecution, if you please. Oh my gosh, wine again! Oh! Wow! Having savored the rich aroma of the carmine contents of this hollowed chalice, it may seem crass to crush it to dust. Pray forgive the discourtesy. Lord Van Zeeks! Brr, is it cold in here, or is it just me? As your antiquated tome no doubt says, the prosecution may not speak during a summation examination. So I honored a deathly silence and listened to the charade. It seems I overestimated the intelligence of the jury. Well, no matter. There is nothing so hard to prove as a self-evident truth, it would seem. No, and why else would we grace the courtroom with our presence after all? So, let us proceed to the next round of battle. Wow, he threw his cape. Bring forth the witnesses once more. Witnesses, I trust you heard the summation examination we have just had to endure. Oh, yes, sir. That I did, sir. Of course I heard it. Oh, yes, sir. I heard it. You, sir, on the end. The coachman. I believe it's Beppo. Yes, sir. My lord, sir. If it transpires that in your previous testimony, you were attempting to veil the presence of a 5th passenger on your omnibus, you will be found guilty of perjury. You are advised to bear that in mind, sir. Oh mio Dio. Now then, witnesses, I hereby call on you to testify before the court again. You will explain the various misgivings brought to our attention by the defense's summation examination. Various misgivings. I only carried 4 passengers that night, I swear, but well, I for one was told I had to pay 5 pence for the bus. He fiddled us on the fare, he did, and then I saw that blood-curdling sight as well. It's all too much. I tell you, I saw McGilden stabbing that man. Everything I said before stands. Oh yes, he stabbed him. Yes, he did. I think so, yes. You think so, buddy? Cancel. Make sense of this for me, please. The phantom 5th passenger conjured into existence by my learned Eastern friend never existed. The confusion has arisen from the coachman's sly little cozinage? Beppo, explain yourself. I'm terribly sorry, Guildmaster. The guild's fare is 4 pence across the board. You know that. Am I to understand that you've been overcharging our passengers by a penny a fare? It's so cold, and the last run of the day is always half empty. You have been dishonest, coachman. I'm sorry. You're a disgrace, Beppo, a disgrace! And your selfish actions have brought dishonor on the entire guild. If I may, sir, I had to pay 10 pence on the bus just last week. What? 4 passengers at 5 pence each is, yes, 20 pence. I've done the arithmetic 10 times already, but I just can't make the results come out differently. No, that figures. Well, it would appear that one of the aforementioned misgivings has already been explained. So counsel for the defense, your cross-examination if you please. We've already had the pleasure of a protracted summation examination today. I see you intend to continue the parlor games. Absolutely. I only carried 4 passengers that night, I swear it, but what?
Hold it!
So there were only 4 passengers on your carriage, but you didn't charge them the standard 4 pence fare. Is that right?
Excuse me.
Oops. Oh, sorry. That's not what I meant to do.
Hold it!
It's impossible to make the last run of the day pay. I was so cold, it was all I could do to stop myself from passing out. It was terrible, so I wanted to give myself a pat on the back for even keeping the bus running. Doesn't a dedicated coachman deserve an extra penny per passenger? You're digging a deeper hole for yourself here. If only there had been a 5th passenger on the omnibus that night. Then we would have had another suspect.
Hold it!
Does that mean everyone on board that night paid 5 pence instead of 4? Well, I paid 5 pence too, sir. And I just told you that I did. A flat fare of 5 pence across the board. It's not something to be proud of. The so-called discrepancy my learned friend identified was nothing of the sort. Much like the phantom killer you so desperately needed, it's gone, dead, and buried. I'd have been happy if it had ever existed in the first place. He fiddled us on the fair, he did, and then I saw that blood-curdling sight as well. It was all too much. This blood-curdling sight, you mean the murderer, I presume. Oh, you mean the murder? Yes, sir. A loathsome sight. No one should have to witness the horror in the eyes of a man the moment his life is taken. Oh, well, not exactly, sir. I mean, I didn't actually see the exact moment the gent was stabbed. Good gracious, really? We have another witness who did, however. The banker has already testified to it. Mr. First didn't actually see the point at which the victim was killed. That may turn out to be very significant. I heard the banker gent next to me take a sharp intake of breath, see? That's when I looked through the glass. That's when I saw that horrible blade poking out from his belly, all covered in blood. Every time I see a knife now, I can't help screaming, even when I'm eating.
Hold it!
So you saw the defendant, Mr. McGilton, stabbing the victim, Mr. Mason, who was sitting next to him? That's what I said, isn't it? It was bothering me before. This was... For just a brief moment, he hesitated before answering the question. Anyway, there was only the two of them inside the carriage, wasn't there? There's been much talk of a fifth passenger, but as yet, zero evidence. Then what are we wasting all this time for? It's black and white. The man's guilty. Oh my gosh, my throat's getting tired from reading. You think? Earlier you testified that you saw the moment when the defendant allegedly stabbed the victim, didn't you? Oh yes, that's right. You said that the victim was on the floor and described the assailant holding the knife in an ice pick grip. I suppose I might have, yes, put the cart before the horse, maybe. What's this? Well, I'm quite sure about most of it. I was driving the horses when I heard a scream from the seats on the roof deck. Oh, I expect that was me, sir. Then when I turned around, yes, I saw it through the skylight. The gentleman was on the floor and the knife was sticking up out of his midriff. That's right, yes, and the fellow holding the handle was the famous man, yes?
Excuse me.
Whoops. Oh, okay, well, Mr. First was being strange here.
Hold it! Excuse me.
Whoops. Ah! Okay, I have to look at their reactions.
Hold it!
Oh. Well.
Excuse me.
Do you have something to say about that, Mr. Fairplay? Now you listen to me. I know what you're thinking. He didn't really see the exact moment the fellow was stabbed. What are the chances of that? Eh? Are you asking me or telling me? If he's getting flustered, I might be able to extract some new information from him if I answer him cleverly. Could he have just happened to see the exact moment the crime was committed? Well, it is a little hard to believe, certainly. Unless you spend your time peeping through a skylight on top of an omnibus, that is. Peeping? I'm a respectable city banker, I'll have you know. And I know what I saw. I remember it as clear as a Ballarat day. It was a grim scene, I don't mind telling you. Thank you, Mr. Fairplay. Oh, excuse me if I was getting a little hot under the collar there, my lord. I would ask you to supplement your testimony with a clear statement about what exactly you saw. Oh, I can do that, alright. I'll tell you just how grim it was. Alright, I'm gonna stop reading for a bit because my throat is dying. Oops, I was supposed to press that. Jeez Louise.
Hold it!
Hands. Blood-soaked hands. Both of them. Yeah, it's so wrong. Alright, so I just gotta be like, I gotta present the gloves.
Objection!
Blood-soaked hands? Well, I admit that soaked might be laying it on a little thick, but anyway, there was definitely blood all over them. Both of them were covered in it. Well, I'm very sorry to disagree, Mr. Fairplay. But that's more than a little peculiar. What? Here are the gloves worn by the defendant, Mr. McGilded, on the night in question. Oh, yes, right. And there certainly does appear to be a sizable dark-colored stain there. But as I'm sure you can clearly see, it's only on the right-hand glove. In short, Mr. Fairplay, your testimony's inconsistent. But no, that can't be right. So you're the liar here then. That's right, you were quite clear about it. You said it was both hands. Mr. Fairplay, if your last statement was a lie, it calls your entire testimony into question. You say you saw the moment the victim was stabbed, but is that really the truth?
Objection!
Objection!
I do have it. I have the evidence. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, yes. The ledger. You
take that.
Oh my goodness. It's a him. Whoop. Yes, yes he is. In debt. According to this ledger, you owe 20 guineas. Let's suppose Mr. McGilded were to be found guilty of murder. What would become of your debt in that case? Ah. All outstanding debts which were owed to him would be annulled. They would cease to exist. Oh boy. That's a pretty good deal. That is exactly what happened. He wanted to annul his debt. Order! 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 Did you or did you not see the precise moment in time at which the defendant is alleged to have thrust a knife into the victim? Your silence speaks volumes! You did not tell the truth in your testimony! Alright, now let's not make a melodrama out of this. Perhaps I did overstate the truth a pinch. A pinch? But it makes no difference. I definitely remember seeing blood on McGilded's hands, both of them.
Objection!
And yet only one of the defendant's gloves, which we have here as evidence, is stained. Grr, so you keep saying. I wonder if I might be allowed to speak, sir. Go ahead, Mr. First. Well, the thing is, I think I remember seeing it myself, as it happens. Seeing what? The blood, sir, on the assailant's hands. I think, yes. I'm almost sure that it was on both of his hands, not just one. What? But then how is it possible? The gloves! Can somebody explain the gloves? It would appear that we're going to need further testimony from all you witnesses. This time, I would like to know precisely what you did and what you did not see. Do I make myself perfectly clear? Ah! Mr. Naruhodo, this is good news. The course of the trial seems to have shifted slightly at last. Yes! I might finally have a chance to turn things around here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Okay. There couldn't have been anyone else in the cart, or they would have seen. Let us examine the interior of the omnibus once more. Yes, let us examine the interior of the omnibus. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. What do I do? Okay. I don't know.
Hold it!
Gambler.
Hold it!
He looked down and saw Mr. McGillis sitting beside the other fellow. I don't believe he was wearing any gloves. He wasn't wearing gloves? No traces of blood on his hands? This is very puzzling. So obviously there's another guy. Mr. McGilden was not beside him. He was sitting across from him, bro. He was sitting across from the guy, was he not?
Hold it!
I'm pretty sure Mr. McGilden was sitting across from the guy that was stabbed. And there was some other dude sitting beside them. Honestly, I'm so tired, but like, I really gotta know the ending of this. Beppo! There can't have been anyone else in that carriage. And everything you saw of the incident was through the skylight on the roof of the omnibus? That's right, it was fiercely cold that night, but the glass wasn't frosted over. Oh yes, I remember I was shivering. It was so bitter. That sucks. Well, I don't know about this young fellow, but I couldn't enter the cabin. Why? It was locked from the inside. I tried knocking, but no one opened the door. It was locked. That's right, and it's a public bus service for pity's sakes. That's not what I call fair play. Yes, I had exactly the same experience. Huh. I tried knocking, but the gent inside just gestured at me to clear off. So I had no choice but to climb up to the roof deck and look down longingly into the warm cabin below. Well, I can assure you I wasn't just looking down, I was glaring long and hard. And that's precisely why I can tell you with absolute confidence that if there was anyone else at all in that cabin, I would have noticed. Dude, that's what I've been saying from the start. If you're staying up there, you can't like see what's under you.
Objection!
Here.
Take that! Objection!
That's what I said from the beginning, no? Oh my gosh. I don't know who this mysterious passenger would be. What the heck? What the heck? Yo, we're saving because, like, I might have to save come here. Who would it be? Hold up. Hold up. Who would it be? Oh, yeah, of course, who would it be? It's my defendant. He's the one sitting there. Wait, I know who it is. My defendant. My defendant. My defendant. My defendant. Huzzah! Yeah. 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 This is literally what I said from the start. Oh my gosh, he threw the wine into the lamp fire. Whoa.
Objection!
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Objection! Objection! Objection!
I don't know who this third party was. Oh, yeah, there you go. That. Extraordinary. Order, order, order.
Objection!
No, it's not conjecture.
Objection!
I didn't see the accused. Yeah. So you couldn't make out their faces. Yes. Wait, and it's somebody short. Dang, Hatter. He was asleep. He was asleep. Yes. Yes, because he's asleep. But he was asleep. A deliberate act. Ah, yes. I need a little time to consider this. If you ask me, I think we should hear what Mr. McGilded has to say. Get the man out here, I say. It would be utterly illogical not to hear his testimony. When something needs doing, get it done. That's how I run things at the guild. Hearing what the patron of my favorite little park has to say? Oh yes, that would be lovely. Yes, the jury says the man must be heard. Very well. Also, this guy's hat is so big. Why is his hat so big? The Hatter doesn't remember his big hat? Begad, no. 'Tis not in my nature to hide anything at all. The truth of the matter is, I've been desperate about this all along. Do I tell yous all or keep me mouth shut? Tell us what, Mr. McGilded? The fine fella representing me is absolutely right. In the carriage on the night with myself and the other man, there was another passenger. It's true? Aye, and 'twas me who helped the little urchin get away after it all happened. What the heck? No, Magnus McGilded. That convenient excuse can't save you now. I'm truly sorry, so I am Lord Van Zieks. I'm sure you'll be wanting to know why I said nothing when I was taken in by the police. I do be having a very good reason, I assure you. Which was? Well, the little child was just in the wrong place at the wrong time and not in any way involved, you see. What? If the police had known the wee one was there, they'd have assumed she'd done it. They'd have hauled her into this here courtroom just like myself. I was only trying to spare her that. Young hearts and young minds are easily damaged, my lord. I don't know. Well, the weak king just happened to be in the carriage that night. I never saw her before or since.
Objection!
This is crazy. Wowza. To be continued. Alright. Well, I guess this is where my stream will end for the day. Save. Alright, save complete. Alright, folks. I have no idea if anybody is still here. But that's it for today's stream! Ew, what the heck? There we go. What the heck? Oh wait, hold on. I didn't get rid of it. My bad. It's not. I didn't get rid of it yet. Hold on. On Twitch's side. Twitch. Chat. Cat. Ew. Wait, what? Oh. That's what it is. There we go. Anyways, I don't know if anybody is still here. Oh, wrong one. Oops, sorry. Anyways, wild stream. Things died, but that's okay. Stream came back. Sorry, I'm just yawning. Yep, but that's it for today's stream. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for chatting, subbing, following, donating, commenting, sharing. Thanks for just being there, popping in, clicking. We appreciate it. I guess next stream, I don't know. Next Friday? Let's just say next Friday for now. I don't know if I'll have more than one stream or not next week. I'll have to figure it out. I just know my weekend's a little bit busy, so I'll figure out like... Well, not tomorrow. Maybe I'll figure out like Sunday. Or Monday. I might stream Monday. We shall see. Alright. Good. Great Ace Attorney gaming. I'll see you guys next time. Everybody have a good night. If it's not nighttime for you guys, as usual, have a good whatever time of day.